People always tell me that I'm paranoid. I don't think so, at least not clinically anyway. Studies show that only between 2.5% to 4.5% of people can be deemed clinically paranoid, which is ironic because 100% of people are out to get me. I know it doesn't look it, but I was actually a pretty sheltered kid growing up. And it had effects socially. I'm not good with women. I was talking to a girl at a bar the other day, and I thought it was going pretty good. So at the end of the night, I asked her, is there any way that we can keep in touch? And she gave me her email. Let's call a spade here. That's pretty much game over. Email is far too formal of a setting for flirting. Hey babe, you look like a snack. Let me take a bite. With regards. Attached below is a JPEG of my penis. Being sheltered, it had physical effects too. I'm 22 and I don't feel like my body's done a great job at showing that. To my knowledge, 22-year-olds aren't supposed to look this much like young Sheldon. You don't have to tell me I look young, by the way. I am me, so I know. Maybe the only difference in how we perceive this situation is that when I was getting up here, I was thinking, yeah, I know I look like a 12-year-old, but hopefully I've dressed maturely enough for you guys to see that I'm a lot older than that. What you guys were probably thinking was, who let the 12-year-old dress himself? And I get it all the time from comedians coming up to me after gigs, telling me that I'm brave for doing stand-up at such a young age. I'm not that young, I'm 22, I'm a trainee solicitor. I think maybe a more apt compliment would rather be a compliment towards my body on its comprehensive victory over the effects of puberty. Sometimes I feel like my body just makes all the wrong choices for me. It's like a bad bouncer, just letting all the wrong things in. Hereditary mental illness, go on in, mate. Crippling fear of women, go on in, mate. Ability to grow facial hair, not tonight, mate. Inability to use public restrooms, go on in, mate. I think your friend mild IBS is waiting in there for you. I struggled in school, I was always so far behind my peers. I hit a lot of milestones very late. I didn't have my first kiss until I was 18. I didn't have my first drink until I was 20. I didn't have sex for the first time until I was 25. Please? Women just don't seem to find me attractive, The finer sex, they don't like anything about me. The way I walk, the way I talk, the fact that I call them the finer sex. And I don't get it as well because, I'm cool. I'm a rule breaker. I like to break the rules. Guess who hasn't had any of his 5 a day today? 0 veggies, 1 legend. Last week, I bought day of the week socks, and I've been wearing them in the wrong order. Putting them on after the shoe. I found it hard at school, you know. I found it hard to relate to the other kids. They'd come in after the weekend and they'd talk about everything that they got up to, and I just couldn't relate to any of it. You know? They'd come in and they'd be like, "Hey man, I just kissed a girl." Not me, you know. "Hey man, I got so fucked up last night." I don't drink. "Hey man, I had a shower this week. The hot water burns my skin." Talk to my doctor about that, you know? What I was always waiting for was for someone to come into school and say something that I could relate to. Like, "Hey man, I'm able to beat the track Grumble Volcano on Mario Kart Wii in under 29 seconds. And I'd be like, "Finally, I can relate." Funky Kong, Flame Runner, at the start line, don't go forward. Immediately turn left. There's a boulder in front of you. Boost hop onto the edge of the boulder. Slowly drive around the edge of the boulder. This will trigger the lap glitch. Do this 2 more times and then boost to glory in 28.9 beautiful seconds. On second thought, I probably won't have sex till I'm 30. I guess the main thing that being sheltered does to you is that it means you can't trust people. Like even my best friends, like my granny. I just don't trust her, you know? If I went missing, my granny would be the last person I'd want to make my missing persons poster. She'd just let bias get in the way. It would be like name, Cormac Sinnott, age, 22, status, missing, appearance, a very handsome young man. I don't think I'm being found. I think I'd have a much better chance of being found if my dad made my missing persons poster. He'd get straight to the point. Name, Cormac Sinnott, age, 22, status, missing, appearance, lesbian maybe? Attached below is a JPEG of his penis. Thank you.